Hello. One of the biggest spirals that your life can do to you is loneliness. And I am here kind of to shed a little bit of light on what it can look like, what it can do to you when you are lonely and alone for way too long. So, one of the things that I think a lot of people just don't really see or understand is that you never feel well again. It's really difficult to get any person that feels alone for so long that they get accustomed to it. They get used to the idea of every time I laugh at something, every time I enjoy something, every time I find out something new that's either exciting or terrible for me, I know that there's nobody that I can tell. There's nobody that shares any sort of emotional spike, either positive or negative. Nobody will listen. There's nobody there to, share that feeling with you, even though it seems like it's not a big deal. It's all matter of time. It's all matter of how long are you in that space where every emotion that you express doesn't get mirrored by anybody else. And that is in a nutshell what actually kills you. So another example is that you basically can find a casual friend or a very long time friend. You can find a person that you actually like or love. You can find a significant other. You can find somebody to build a real relationship with. Now, you know, if you are affected by this loneliness for a very long time, what ends up happening in your mind is that no matter how many times this person that you love and they love you, no matter how many times they tell you, you know, whatever you need, if you feel alone, you can just call me or text me. It doesn't matter. Like, even if it's just your family. The issue here is that the longer you are alone, the more your brain will adjust in the sense of having a conversation with itself. You are now used to talk to yourself and think over a lot of things for too long. What ends up happening is that the interactions that you have with the people that you care about and they care about you, all of that gets very thoroughly analyzed by people like this. And they will eventually find a reason why these people are fake. They are for some reason acting like they like you, but not really like you. They are probably right now hanging out with other people they actually enjoy to be around with, and they didn't invite you or didn't even mention it to you because, well, obviously they don't wanna spend time with you more than necessary. This is the kind of thought that person that you really like probably thinks every day, because it's just a form of it's a form of self-defense in a sense, because the emotional damage done by just ignoring basic needs such as having a companion or having anybody to talk to on a daily basis, that damages your brain in a way that is overlooked the same way, you know 10, 15 years ago depression was overlooked. And so I suppose my biggest point here is just, if you feel like maybe you know somebody like this, uh, try to give them as much attention as they can possibly take until they start telling you, just leave me alone for a bit, and then do it again anyway at some point. Because what these people think is that they're doing you a favor by ignoring them, by shutting you down. And the only reason that we do it when we do it is that ultimately we are certain that whatever relationship we are having between each other is passing, and one day it will be over, and we can't stop thinking about what kind of agenda that you might possibly have, that you want to hang out with me. That's like, it's this incredibly frustrating, unreasonable spiral that keeps happening indefinitely. And the worst part is, obviously, this kind of behavior is not very good for building any kind of relationship at all. So that basically means, if we go by the analogy of the spiral, you kind of just keep going down and down, and it's never ending. And usually people don't last very long if you're way too deep in it. So take care of your friends.